Okay, so let's do this. Welcome everyone. My name is Anthony, and this is Jeff, and he's going to be your your guide today. I'm going to be just sitting on the couch, kind of guiding you through and telling him what to do. So makes my job easier. Um, please know everything I offer is an invitation, not an obligation. So if something doesn't feel good to you, adjust in your body. I give lots of modifications. So, but listen to your body. I'm just here to kind of guide you through things. Okay. Um, yeah. So I thought today we can talk about opening our hearts a little bit, especially now during this time. I have a little meditation at the end that we could do to help do that, help kind of send some kindness into the world. I've been kind of working through some things. I've been reading that when you, and it's common sense too, but when you lift, when you open your heart to yourself and you lift others up with your light, it lifts you up, right? It kind of gets you out of the dark a little bit, and that's been so true lately for me this past week. So I thought we can kind of practice with that and play with that. All right. So having said that, come to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like to you. You can sit like Jeff is sitting on a block or on a lift. Okay, his knees are in line with his hips, or you can sit on your knees in hero's pose, which is an option. All right, so I'm going to scooch back so you can see me. And if you have any knee issues or knee pain, you might want a blanket underneath your knees, or a towel to kind of protect that. All right, so come to a comfortable seat, softly close the eyes, and just be here for a moment. All right, we don't have to be in our tallest seat quite yet. Just allow your body to settle. I notice that my body moves a little bit. It takes me a little bit of time to get into a comfortable seat, and that's just my nervous system kind of getting ready to shut down a little bit and relax. Start to draw the shoulders up towards the ears, let them rest on the back as you bring the hands in towards the waist. Start to lengthen the spine with an inhalation. So inhale. Get length through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, keep that length as you exhale out through an open mouth. Repeat that, inhaling. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, let go, release. Come to a breath that's comfortable to you. Fold the hands in from an unfolded and open heart. Hopefully we'll open that up even more. And take a moment and see where you're at today. Where are you at physically, mentally, emotionally? And without judgment, just notice that's where you are right now. And in your mind, say, I am. I am that I am. Just means that you're accepting yourself where you're at. I am that I am. Cultivating a little self-compassion for you. Blink your eyes open. Thank you so much. All right, so we'll stay seated, okay? Clasp your hands and press the palms forward. So thumbs and pinkies evenly pressing forward. And squeeze the triceps as you extend the arms. Draw the shoulders up towards the ears, and then plug the shoulders back. Beautiful. And breathe. Tone the belly, knit the ribs up and in. So rather than arching the back, knit the ribs in. And hopefully that lift helps you to do that. And breathe. So really press through the thumb and pinky side. If this is a lot on the hands, separate the hands and just press the palms forward. But keep plugging those shoulders back. So right now my shoulders are retracting. What I need to do is plug them back, rooting them back, and then take your ears in line with the shoulders rather than forward. Keep breathing. I know, cultivating some heat. Keep toning the belly. Good. On your next inhalation with hands separated or together, inhale, arms overhead. Again, so keep drawing the ribs in, head back. Okay, so if you find that you're here, right, with trying to clasp your hands, separate the hands and even make them a little bit more wide, like making like a Y with the hands. Right, so it might look something like this. Right, so when I do that, that creates some space in my shoulders. I'm still drawing the ribs in. Are we feeling this a little bit in the shoulders? Do you feel this? Yeah, okay, just feeling it, so. And then if you want to play, start to take the arms a little bit closer, the biceps a little bit closer. But again, if you notice you're losing the alignment, open up a little bit wider so that the alignment is in place. Keep breathing. I know we're still here. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, release, shake it out. Good. We're just going to flow here. Okay, so inhale the arms up. Exhale the arms down. Keep repeating on the couch here, so I can't do this. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, arms down. Good. 3 more times, just flowing here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Maybe look at the sky. Exhale, the arms down. Good. 1 more time. Inhale, arms up. Good. So keep them lifted. Okay. Now, option to cactus the arms or keep them straight. I'll keep my arms straight. So get length in the side body, and we're going to twist. Take your left ribs back, right ribs forward. Right arm comes forward, left arm comes back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, arms up. Now again, you might just be cactusing the arms and just twisting this way. Inhale, forward. Exhale, twist. And go as far as you can go, right? We're just kind of warming up. Inhale. Keep going. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Just opening up. 1 more time. Inhale. Good. Exhale, the arms release. Take hands to the knees on your next inhalation. Puff your heart forward. Maybe gaze at the sky. And then as you exhale, draw chin to chest. Rounding the back. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Shine that heart out. Exhale. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Good, inhale, exhale around the back. Good, we'll stay seated a little bit longer. I know we're here a little longer than usual. So inhale the arms up. Good, take the right hand to the mat. Get length in the left side body as you take a side stretch over towards the right. So work your right shoulder and plug that shoulder back. I'm not mirroring you here. Keep drawing the ribs in. Maybe take a gaze up to the sky. Maybe even coming down on the forearm, but keep both sitting bones grounding, right? So if your forearm comes down to the floor and you find that your left sitting bone lifts, come a little bit further away to keep both sitting bones grounded. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Get length, lift up, and then exhale over. Plug that right shoulder back. Plug the left shoulder back. Draw the ribs in so many directions. Gaze to the sky. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Draw the knees in. Make your way into a tabletop position. Beautiful. And then just move the body however which way you need to, whatever feels good. Now maybe making some cat-cows here. And then come to a neutral spine and start bringing the chest forward, shoulders over the wrists, and then bring the hips back, warming up the wrists here. Shifting forward and back. Going as fast and slow as you need. Lovely. Good, then come to a neutral spine, then turn the fingertips out towards the sides, keeping the palms grounded. And then take the torso to the right and to the left, just rocking back and forth. You can keep the toes tucked to stretch the muscles in the toes. But if that's a lot, you can keep the tops of the feet flat on the mat. Good, now with integrity here, maybe start turning the fingertips towards the thighs, towards the knees. Go as far as you could go, keeping the palms down, right? So that might mean you're only going a little bit, right? If you're feeling any real like tweaking in the forearms, listen to your body, this is pretty intense. Then start maybe taking the hips back towards the heels. All maybes. Good, inhale to center, okay? And then bring the fingertips forward, lean back on the toes, on the heels, shake out the wrists a little bit. And then coming back to tabletop, walk the knees back a little further, okay? Really plant the fingertips, nice and flat, nice and wide, all right? So check your middle and ring finger, third and fourth finger, they tend to knock in, so keep them evenly spaced, okay? And then index fingers parallel to each other, parallel to the mat. And then spin that eye of the elbow, so right here, spin that forward by hugging that right palm in towards the center of the mat, creating space in the shoulder. Kickstand the right foot out towards the side, and then take the left leg straight out from the hip, right? Left hand to hip here, okay? Keep drawing the ribs in. Now you can stay here, maybe that left arm lifts up to the sky, maybe gaze to the sky. Again, just warming up here. And then take your left hand to your ear or the back of the head. Keep drawing the ribs in. Inhale, open up a little bit deeper. And then exhale, bow in. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last one. Inhale, open, stretch that arm up. Maybe it comes over the head, bicep in line with the cheek. Gorgeous. Exhale, release. Whew. Bring the hips back a little bit, and then we'll come to the other side, okay? So again, so that I have the elbow spins forward, I'm hugging the palm in towards the center of the mat. So that isometric hold allows me to create space and spin the eye of the elbow forward to create space in my shoulder. Kickstand that left foot out to the side. Right leg out towards the hip. From the hip, you can always just stay here, working that right shoulder back. Maybe that top arm extends. Good, I'm driving my right heel into the earth to keep that back thigh lifting, that right thigh lifting. Good, now start to take that hand to the back of the head, working that right shoulder blade, elbow back. Inhale, exhale, bow in. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more time, inhale, open. Extend that arm up toward the sky, maybe bicep in line with the cheek, shining your heart up towards the sky. Exhale it down. Good, take the knees back a little bit further. So wrists are forward of the shoulders. Start hugging everything into the midline. Fingertips really evenly spaced. Rooting down the thumb and index fingers. Lift the knees on inhalation. Good. Draw the belly button in rather than the spine dropping. So lift the belly. And then start to make your way into downward facing dog, taking your chest towards your thighs. Keep your knees bent deeply. Take the feet a little bit wider. Hips up towards the sky. Arm bones lift. Then start to maybe straighten the right leg. Start to straighten the left. If you notice your back is rounding, bend the knees, take the chest back, hips to the sky, feet a little bit wider. So that keeps a nice curve in the spine. Inhale, shift forward, plank pose. Squeeze the backside. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. You can always drop the knees, okay? Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, walk your feet towards your hands. Keep the feet hip widths apart. Take hands to hips, shoulders back. Draw the belly in, root into the earth, root to rise. Arms overhead. Exhale the arms down. Good, you may need blocks for this. We're gonna come into Uttanasana, forward fold. So, Jeff, can you show with blocks? Is that okay? So we'll start with feet hip widths apart, okay? Toes nice and straight toward the front of the mat. Hug the heels in towards each other and allow the knees to line up over the ankles, okay? So keep that action, and then kind of hugging the heels activates the inner thighs, right? So bend the knees, bring the chest towards the thighs, take your hand to your sacrum, okay? Draw the belly in. As you start to straighten the legs, start leading with the heart to bow forward. If the back is doing this, bend the knees, work the shoulders up and back. So your pose might be here, okay? But I'd rather you be in this position than be here trying to get to the floor, because all of that pressure goes into your neck, all right? So when you bend your knees, it creates more space to get the shoulders back. And then you can start to work the hamstrings a little bit straighter. Leading with the heart. Maybe you're coming into full Uttanasana, feet together, right? But listen to your body. Oftentimes, You know, I find in yoga when I first started, I allowed my ego to get in the way. And then that's when I found injury because I pushed my body to a point that wasn't ready yet. So it's all about self-discovery and accepting where you're at, which isn't always easy. Good. Start to bend the knees, plant the hands, step back, find plank pose. So again, in plank, right, my wrists are slightly forward of the shoulders. I'm pressing the earth away. The knees can always come down. So I know to do that if I'm in plank pose with my knees lifted, if my belly is dropping. Okay, so if that's the case, I'm really struggling here, bend the knees, take the feet a little bit wider, and then I can draw my belly up, squeeze the backside a lot. And we're gonna play here for a little bit. Now you can hold plank if you'd rather, or shift forward, start to bend the elbows, go as low as you could go, keeping the shoulders back, keeping your belly in, lower down to the ground, inhale back up into plank. That's called a push-up. So we'll do that 4 more times. Inhale, shifting forward. Jeff is not happy right now. Lower the elbows. So again, shoulders up and back, and then inhale to press back up. Slower is just harder. Inhale forward, draw the belly in, squeeze the backside. I'm on 3. Press the earth away. We got this. 2 more times. It's only 5. Lower down, shoulders back, belly in, squeeze the backside 1 more time, and we'll lower down to the ground. And the last one, you may already be there. Lower down and then release. Woo, shake it out. Gorgeous. How we doing? Okay, so thumbs the base of the chest. Flick the tops of the toes down. Okay, draw the belly in, squeeze the backside. Good. Hug the legs in so the knees lift. And then inhale, shift the chest forward by hugging the palms back. Inhale, lift up. Curl up and back. Good. Working those shoulders up and back. Now, Jeff's going to show. Jeff, put your shoulders forward. So if your shoulders are forward, just lower down more, working the shoulders up and back. And now Jeff can come up higher, so he's pressing forward, up, and then curling back. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Beautiful. Pedaling it out. Nice work, everybody. We'll repeat that. We'll come back to that. So, actually, why don't we come back to that right now? So inhale, plank pose. Lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana on an exhale, and then inhale forward, up and back, shine the heart forward, keeping the gaze forward rather than the neck back. Exhale, downward facing dog, walk the feet towards the hands. Take hands to hips, shoulders up and back, inhale, root to rise, arms overhead. Gorgeous. So we'll do a standing twist like we did seated, all right? So option, I'll cactus my arms. Jeff, can you keep your arms straight? So feet hip widths apart. Again, activate the legs, tuck the pelvis a little bit. Inhale, and then exhale, twist towards the left. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale to the right. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, twist. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale to center. Start to bow the chest forward. Everybody cactus the arms. Draw the belly in. Tuck the pelvis. Hug the legs in. Now, start to straighten the arms. Inhale the arms. And then exhale the arms back. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, arms back. 2 more times. Squeeze the legs in. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, arms back. 1 more time. Inhale, arms forward. Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana. Start to straighten the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Option to take a vinyasa. So shifting forward, lowering down, Chaturanga. Inhale, forward, up and back. That's always an option, not mandatory. Good, inhale, lift the right leg up. Good, tack your right hip down. Keep the arm bones lifting, ears in line with the biceps, drawing the belly in. Good, and then work your left heel down towards the mat. Getting a calf stretch there. Hello, calves, right? Inhale, draw knee to nose, press the earth away. Exhale that leg back into the air. 2 more times. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale that leg back into the air. 1 more time. Inhale, knee to nose. Beautiful. Press the earth away. Swing that foot between the hands. You can take your hands to the back of the calf or ankle to help work that leg forward. So you want to go forward so that that knee lines up with the ankle and it's not forward of the ankle. Right? Tack that right hip back, left hip forward. Beautiful. Low lunge here. You can always bring the back knee down. Good. Now from here, start to take, you can stay where you're at, or start to take the hands to the front thighs. So keep that back thigh lifting, keep the torso over the front thigh. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, arms back. So now we're doing this like we did this in chair pose, but one leg is back. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, arms back. 2 more times. The back knee can always be down here as you're doing this. 1 more time. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, arms back. Good. Spin the back heel down. Take your right forearm to right thigh. Parsva Konasana, side angle. So check that your right toes are straight towards the front of the mat. Keep driving that left heel into the earth to keep that back thigh lifting rather than collapsing. Tuck your right hip under, left hip back. Plug that right shoulder back. Take the top arm forward. Draw the shoulder up towards the ear. Plug that shoulder back as you extend bicep over cheek. If the elbow is doing kind of this bending action, take the forearm further away from the cheek to keep the arm straight. Option to stay here, maybe taking hand to the inside, maybe to a block, maybe to the floor. Full pose, Parsva Konasana. Keep drawing the ribs in, keep hugging the feet in towards each other. I'm turning my left toes slightly in to create more space. Good, hug the feet in, rise up, take that right arm like you're holding the beach ball, squeeze the belly, rise up, warrior 2. Supinate the front, palm up towards the sky, inhale, reverse your warrior. Are we feeling that right thigh? Jeff's going, he's grunting. Good, reverse, windmill the hands down, step back, plank pose. Maybe take a vinyasa, maybe downward facing dog. My goodness. That got me sweating a little bit. Yeah, take a couple breaths. So actually inhale through the nose here. Exhale through an open mouth. 2 more times like that. Inhale. Exhale through an open mouth. Beautiful. 1 more time. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Tack that left hip down, and then drive that right heel into the earth to get a calf stretch there. Keep drawing the ribs in, the belly in, arm bones lift, ears in line with the biceps. Inhale, draw knee to nose. Exhale that leg into the air. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale into the air. One more time. Inhale, knee to nose. Beautiful. Press the earth away. Draw the belly in. Swing that foot through. Maybe take that hand to the calf and the leg. So again, that knee tracks over the ankle. And then tap that left hip back, right hip forward. That kind of helps you to square the hips. Now, if you need to, you can always take your right leg and go a little bit wider towards the right, if that feels good to you, to create more space. Good. Option to stay here. You can always bring the back knee down. Maybe hands come to front thighs, leaning over that thigh. Keep drawing the belly in though. We're not resting on the thigh, so keep the belly toned. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, arms back. Working that heart open. 2 more times. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, arms back. 1 more time. Inhale, arms forward. Beautiful. Spin that back heel down. Take that forearm to front thigh. So again, you can always take that right leg out further towards the right side if you need more space. So I'm bending deep so that my knee tracks over the ankle. Tuck that front hip under, right hip back. Drive into the earth with that right heel. Plug the left shoulder back. Bring that right arm forward in front of you. Lift that shoulder up towards the ear. Plug the shoulder back as you extend bicep over cheek. Maybe gazing down, maybe forward, maybe to the sky. If you have any neck pain, just back that up. Maybe coming into full pose. And breathe. Strong heart. Inhale. Exhale. Take another breath in. Inhale. Exhale. Just keep breathing like that. Thighs are meant to work. The legs are meant to work. Keep driving that right heel. Good. Left arm lifts. Hold the belly. Rise up. Warrior 2. I know. I'm in it too. I'm feeling it. Supinate the front palm. Reverse your warrior on an inhalation. Draw that left knee in line with the third toe. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Windmill the arms down. Step back. Plank pose. Knees can drop. Shift forward. Lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana. And then make your way to your belly. Whew. Gorgeous. Click the tops of the toes down. Take the fingertips wide. Okay, squeeze the backside. So the knees lift, squeeze the belly. Inhale, lift forward, up and back, shoulders up and back, shining that heart out. Ah. Yeah, maybe you want to sing. Ah. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, have fun with it. Exhale, we'll just kind of flow here. Inhale, I'm hearing the birds chirping, so I was just joining them. Exhale, 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Good, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Take the hands towards the chest, and then just press through tabletop. We'll find downward, or we'll find child's pose. Sorry, feet together, knees apart, walking the hands forward. Now, if you need more, maybe your resting pose is downward facing dog. That's what we'll meet, but you don't have to be there. Right? So if you need something a little more active, go for downward facing dog and rest there. If you're in child's pose, press the arms forward as you work the hips back. I guess it should have said at the beginning that at any time you can come to child's pose. Now that we're 35 minutes into class, my apologies. And then we'll make our way back to downward facing dog on inhalation. Take your time. Grab some water if you need it. And then start to walk the feet towards the hands. Keep the feet hip widths apart. Bend the knees a little bit. Draw the shoulders up and back. Take hands to hips. And then inhale, root to rise. Beautiful arms overhead. Good, we'll take that twist. So as you exhale, either cactus the arms towards the left or straighten. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the right. That's okay, Jeff went the wrong way, we're smiling. Inhale. One more time, twist to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Usually I'm like the one making the mistake, like kind of messing the directions up. Inhale to center, beautiful. Now from here, we'll come back in, to rest the arms for a moment. I'll kind of show this, I'll kind of break this down. So we're gonna come into chair pose again, all right? But option, Jeff, can I use your mat for a second? So, wait, make sure you come back though. So, option one is to take hands to hips. We're gonna come into chair, all right? And then just straighten the legs. That's option one, okay? Just kind of doing some squats. But if we wanna make it more dynamic, option two is this. I'm gonna lift the heel of the right foot. As I squat down, okay? Maybe I can lift my toes off the mat and reach back into warrior one with this back heel lifted. Then from there, pressing into the earth, stepping forward. So I'm kind of doing this action. Hands can be on hips that whole time, okay? If you need more play, we're gonna lift that right leg up. As I bend into that left leg, so that chair pose, one-legged chair pose, I'm gonna shift my chest forward, reach back, warrior one. Press into that left foot, and then maybe I can catch that right foot up in the air. All right, so option one is squatting. Option two is stepping back and stepping forward. Option three, right leg stays lifted the whole time as it taps back and forward, okay? Now, options with the arms, hands on hips, cactus, or full pose, arms overhead, okay? We'll do 5 times on each side, okay? So, take the feet hip widths apart, bend into the knees, maybe start with hands on hips just to get your feet and kind of feel where you're at. Good. Press into the earth with that left foot, lift the right foot up if that's accessible to you on inhalation. Exhale, start to bend into that left leg, sorry. Reach back. Good. And then press into that front leg as you lean the torso forward. Maybe lift back up. Yeah, or just keep flowing. Reach back, shifting that torso forward. It's almost like a warrior three. Keep drawing the belly in. Flowing with the breath. Feeling the wobble, right? Have fun with it, right? It's not going to be perfect. You might even find that one side is a little bit stronger or just different than the other. My left side is definitely weaker than my right, which just means I have to work my left side more. And then once you get to year 5, no rush, switch sides. If you already haven't. Pressing into the earth, bending into that front leg as you reach back, press into the front leg, and then relift. Good. And notice how Jeff is bringing his torso forward for more leverage. Good. Using the breath. Inhaling that leg up and then exhaling to reach back. Really rooting down that big toe mound rather than the pinky side. Good. Did you feel that? Yeah. And then on your finish, we'll meet in mountain pose, Tadasana, both feet up at the mat. Beautiful. Now you can always take a blanket here or a pillow underneath the heels. We're gonna come into Malasana. Okay, so if you notice it's a squat, I'm gonna turn my toes slightly out, okay? So it kind of looks like this action here. And legs a little bit wider, okay? Squat down, taking thighs into the triceps. If this isn't working and your heels are lifting, take the feet wider, bring like a blanket or maybe rolling up a pillow, and bring your heels onto the pillow. And that gives a little bit of a lift. You can even roll up your mat, okay? And that allows you to get down a little bit lower, okay? And that's, again, if your heels are lifting. So in Malasana, we'll squat down. And then draw the shoulder blades up and back, taking thumbs to the heart, to the sternum. And we'll take a twist here. So take the right hand to the outside of the right foot, and then open up that left arm. If this doesn't feel good on the knees, just do the standing. Just do what we did, kind of taking that twist. It's really the same idea, okay? You don't have to be in the squat. And then work that right shoulder to the inside of that right thigh. Good, inhale to center. Take that left hand to the outside of the left foot, and then work that right arm up to the sky. Work that right shoulder blade up and back, and then keep plugging that left tricep into the left inner thigh to allow the twist. And breathe. Do we feel this in the thighs? Inhale. Good, exhale. Now you can repeat this. We're here, so we might as well play. Plant the hands. I'm not gonna really do a big teach of this, but if crow pose is in your wheelhouse, okay, you can go into it. There's different ways. You can keep the legs straight. Maybe lifting just one foot at a time as you plant the hands. Maybe drawing the belly in to lift both heels. Start to bring the feet together, maybe. Beautiful. Rest down, and then come to standing. Gorgeous. One more standing sequence here, okay? We're gonna play a little bit here, all right? So find Tadasana. Okay? And then palms forward, ears in line with the bicep, or the shoulders, sorry. Close the eyes, take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Good, on your next inhalation, blink the eyes open, rise the arms up overhead. Good, exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. You can always bend the knees. Step or hop back, find plank pose. Beautiful. Now, rooting into the right hand. Start spinning the eye of the elbow forward. Spin to the right side of the foot. Modification, take your top leg, left leg, in front of you. Press into the earth to lift the hips. Modified Vashisthasana. Left hand to hip maybe fingertips up towards the sky. Maybe you're in full pose, stacking the feet. And breathe. Yeah, and then maybe even opening up a little bit. Lifting the heart. And then exhale, come down, left side. You can always drop the knees if you need to. If that didn't feel good, you can go back to that modified kind of gate pose even, right? They're all same kinds of ideas. Just eye of the elbow spins forward, okay? And then spin that left heel down as you bring the right foot, the top leg, in front. Lift the hips up for that modified pose. Work that right shoulder blade up and back. Stack the hips first. Maybe top arm lifts. Maybe even open up a little bit. Sliding. Good, release that downward facing dog. Gorgeous. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Beautiful, draw knee to nose. Exhale that leg into the air. Inhale, knee to nose. One more time, exhale that leg into the air. Inhale, knee to nose, swing it through between the hands. Beautiful. And pause here, stack the hips. Good. Now from here, step the left foot to meet the right. Start to straighten the legs. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Good. So now you may need blocks here, okay? So come to standing if you need to, just to kind of release the pressure in the back. So if you have blocks, that would be great on the tallest side. If you don't have a block, you can use a wall. All right, so the wall space can kind of be like right here as we bow forward. Okay, so that's an option. All right, we're gonna come into standing split. So we'll start on the right foot. If you don't need blocks, hand can be on the floor. You can also use a couch or a chair for this. So I'm pressing into the right foot, lifting my left leg up. Okay, so I might just be here, like this kind of gives me support. So I'm lifting from the inner thigh, tap that left hip down, okay? Good, keep lifting from the inner thigh, drawing the belly. Flex the back foot like you're pressing into a wall. And I'm tacking that left hip down. Now, option to stay here, or maybe bring the right hand to the floor or to a block and start to open up into half moon. Again, I'm not gonna really teach this one, okay? But if this is in your wheelhouse, go for it. Lifting from the inner thigh, flexing the back foot, maybe that left hand to hip. Squeezing that right above the kneecap, maybe that top arm lifts. Otherwise, you're kind of working the standing split. Either way, you're getting a hamstring stretch. Good, release that foot down. Shake it out. Woo. Press into the left foot, lift the right leg up. Tack that right hip down. Lifting from the inner thigh. Draw the belly in. Maybe hands are on a wall, maybe the floor, maybe even on a chair or a couch if you have that nearby. Maybe start to plant the left hand, start to open up that hip as you find half moon. So stacking my hips, I'm flexing my right toes, but my right toes are pointing towards the side of the wall, towards the side. Maybe top arm lifts. Otherwise, just stay in that standing split. That's a lot. I find this to be even harder than half moon, actually, for me. Release that. Woo. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back, find plank pose. Go back into downward facing dog or take a vinyasa. Gorgeous. Good, exhale, lower down to your belly. Cactus the arms. Squeeze the backside, tone the legs so the knees lift up off the mat. Inhale, lift the arms, head, and chest off the mat. Gaze is forward. Exhale, tap down. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, tap down. One more time. Inhale, stay lifted, add the legs. Gorgeous. Start to maybe airplane the arms out to the side, thumbs up to the sky. Work the shoulder blades up and back. Inhale. Good, exhale, arms behind. Maybe clasp the hands or just bring the arms behind, palms together, palms kind of facing each other. Work the shoulder blades up and back, keep breathing. Good, release the hands, take the thumbs to the base of the chest. Inhale, forward, up and back, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, inhale, lift the right leg up. Good, draw knee to nose. Extend that leg into the air. Inhale, draw knee to opposite elbow. So really pressing the earth away. So my right knee is going towards my right tricep, right elbow. Now from here, take the right foot over, like through the left arm, okay, across. Option to stay here or start to work the IV elbow forward, spin the left heel down, lift the hips, find fallen triangle. And breathe here. So again, you might just be here with the hands down, that back heel lifted. Press into the earth, bring that left hand down, and then maybe go through downward facing dog or take a 3-limb dog. Right leg lifts, maybe opening up at the hip, keeping air underneath that left arm bone. Sliding. Good, inhale, lift the left leg up. Draw knee to nose. Exhale that leg into the air. Good, draw knee to opposite elbow. Gorgeous. Now option to extend that left leg across the body, okay? Keeping the back heel lifted or spin the back heel down and then lift the hips as you extend that top arm up towards the sky, maybe overhead, beautiful. Maybe right hand to hip. But either way, the hips are lifting, using the legs to keep that. Maybe opening the chest up. One more breath. Good, exhale, bring that right hand to the mat. And then pressing into the earth, bring that left leg up towards the sky, maybe opening up at the hip. Release that foot, drop the knees, perfect timing, gorgeous. And then we'll make our way to our backs. We made it, everybody. Beautiful. Oh, there was one pose I wanted to do, but that was standing. We'll have to do it next time. It's too late. Jeff's on his back. He's not getting back up again. Release. Yeah, so take the feet wide towards the edges of the mat and then draw the knees in towards each other, like toward the knees together. Taking your hand to your belly, maybe hand to heart. And just kind of center here, get grounded here. Good, take the knees apart, we'll come into bridge pose. So feet hip widths apart, the ankles are slightly forward of the knees. Take the arms alongside, okay? And then, yeah, keep the feet hip widths apart here. Bend at the elbows so the fingertips come up towards the sky, and then plug the forearms or the triceps into the earth. Squeeze the shoulder blades. So really puffing your chest up towards the sky. Have space between the neck and the mat. Chin stays lifted. From here, tone the belly, press into the earth. Inhale, lift the hips. Squeeze the backside. Keep that chin lifting. Keep pumping your heart forward. Option to stay here or come into full Urdhva Dhanurasana, full wheel pose. Again, I'm not going to really teach this one. Bridge is the same thing. You're getting the same exercise, the same work, right? But if you know full wheel, go for it. Either way, hug the legs in towards each other, pump your heart forward. If your hips are lifted in bridge, lower the hips down. All right? So we'll give that a go again. I'll give some options here. All right, so option one, all right, is as you lift the hips up, so inhale, lift the hips. Bless you, Jim, yeah. So kind of doing like a flow, right? So squeezing the shoulders, inhale, lift the hips, squeeze at the top, hug the legs in towards each other. Exhale, lower the hips down. Inhale, lift for 2. Exhale, lower for 2. And do that 10 to 12 times on your breath. Otherwise, start to flip the hands, rooting into the earth and extending up towards the sky. I'm slipping, I'm not going to do it full. Taking 3 to 5 breaths if you're in full wheel, pumping your heart, hugging the legs in towards each other. And if your 10 to 12 was 5 to 7, that's totally fine, right? Whatever your body needs. And if you came down and you want to try another wheel, go for it, right? 3's the charm today. Maybe even extending one leg up. I know we have a couple takers here today that can do that, so if that's in your wheelhouse, see what I did? He's so tired of me. Extend one leg up and then release. Gorgeous. And then again, bring the feet wider, knees together, coming back into that grounding pose. And we'll take a figure 4 stretch here. So take the right leg and cross the right ankle over the top of the left thigh. Good, and then using your right hand, gently open that hip up. Not hard, just a gentle press. If you want to stay here, go for it. If you want to go deeper, lift the left foot off the mat, clasp behind the thigh, the left thigh. Using your right forearm into the right thigh. Keep both feet flexed and active. Maybe extending that left leg up towards the sky. Gently release that foot to the earth. Keeping the cross, take the legs over towards the right. Keeping both shoulders grounded, maybe taking the arms wider. Taking the gaze towards the left shoulder. Inhale to center, switch the cross to the legs. Left ankle just above that left knee, or right knee, sorry. Flex that foot, gently take the left hand to the inner thigh. Maybe that right foot lifts off the mat, finding clasp behind that thigh, that right thigh. Both feet active. Maybe extend that right leg up towards the sky. Yeah, maybe lifting the chest, taking the legs closer towards the head. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale, gently release. Keep the cross of the legs. Take that left foot to the mat. And then take the legs over towards the left. Take the gaze to the right. If that feels okay, maybe cactusing the arms. Maybe straightening the arms. Inhale to center. Good. Now, option here to take a strap, okay, or a towel if you have it, okay, and extend the legs up towards the sky, flexing the feet, taking the strap around the right foot. Okay. If you don't have a strap, extend the left leg towards the floor, sorry. If you don't have a strap, you can do this with the left leg straight and just bend the right knee, taking your hands to the tops of the shins, right? So you can do this as well, right? But keep the toes of the left foot really active, hug that left leg in towards the midline. You can always clasp behind the right thigh as you extend that right heel up towards the sky. Keep both feet active and flexed. Maybe even grab yogi toe lock, right? You might just be here, working that right shoulder blade up and back. And breathe. Hug that left heel in towards the middle of the body. If that right leg is bent, you can take a twist. So keeping that right leg straight, take the strap in your left hand, roll onto the left hip as you extend that right leg across the body. You can always just keep that right leg bent with the hand on the right thigh. Keep your right shoulder blade grounded, draw the belly in. And if you don't have a strap or a towel, you can even, and you want to straighten the leg, just take that left hand to the back of the thigh. That doesn't feel so great for me, so I use a strap or just keep that right leg bent. Good, inhale, and then switch sides. So bring that right heel down, toes up towards the sky, lift the left leg up towards the sky. Maybe clasping behind the thigh. So I'm hugging that right heel into the midline, and I'm really flexing those right toes up towards the sky, and the left as well, flexing the left foot, like I'm standing on the ceiling, trying to hold the ceiling up with my foot. Maybe I can put like a glass of water on your foot and see if you can balance it there. Keep breathing, inhale. Exhale, release. Good, now taking the strap in the right hand or a towel if you have it, extend that left foot over towards across the body, coming onto the right side of the hip. And then letting the right pinky side of the foot rest on the mat. Extend that left leg across the body. You can always keep that left leg bent. Taking your right hand to the left thigh. Draw the belly in. Good. Inhale to center. Release that. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Giving yourself a hug here. Beautiful. Maybe taking happy baby, taking hands to feet, going on the inside and then grabbing the pinky side of the toes as you draw the knees in towards the armpits. Keeping your hips grounded on the floor rather than hips lifting up. And then gently release one foot at a time, straightening the legs, finding your Shavasana. Whatever feels good to you. Palms up towards the sky, let the feet rest out. If you need a blanket or some kind of lift underneath the backs of the thighs, right, go for it, find your comfort. And we'll do a little meditation here. So I invite you to think of a friend or a family, or maybe multiple friends or family members who you care about and love a lot. And with our open hearts, we'll send a little message of love and an uplifting message to them. In your mind, picturing those people, say, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be peaceful, may you be filled with joy. Now think of all of the people around us in the world who could use a little bit of lifting up at this time. They might be in a dark place right now. So in your mind, say, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be peaceful, may you be filled with joy. Now here's a challenge. Think of somebody who challenges you, who maybe you don't get along with, you have a difficult relationship with. And to release that tension, that anxiety that person might invoke in you, send them a little bit of kindness, because you know what? They might need it, and we don't know. So in your mind, say, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be peaceful, may you be filled with joy. That's a hard one. And finally, bringing your hand to your heart, if you wish, send a message to yourself of compassion and self-kindness and love. And in your mind, say, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be peaceful, may I be filled with joy. Because when I am in that space, I am able to lift others up as well. I invite you to stay here as long as you wish. Otherwise, start to wiggle the fingers and toes, taking your time, drawing the knees in towards the chest, thanking yourself for your practice, and gently rolling up to a seated position on your mat. Bringing the hands in front of an unfolded, lifted heart. Balance that beautiful light that's in you and in each other. And send that light out, that beautiful light out into the world, and may it guide you in all that you do. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, everyone.